Hey friends, welcome back to DIYs with Nosh. I'm back again with another fabulous DIY. This time I'm participating in the So You Think You Can Craft challenge hosted by Melissa Makes It DIYs and co-hosted by Crafting Cousins. I've been wanting to design this clock for the longest time. In fact, I bought the hula hoops as well as the clock dial mechanism months before the lockdown. But I don't know, somehow I was intimidated by the scope of this project, I guess. But this challenge is exactly what I needed to help me take this plunge. So, I got the hula hoops, I'm sorry. I got three different sizes. Eventually, I decided not to use the orange one, the medium size, and went in for the inner and the outer one. First step, I removed peeled off the shiny layer that it had. I think it was something like a contact paper, but it came out relatively easy. So these inner skewers, they are what help me in determining where and how I'd like to place the numerals. Next, I think because I was short of some space, so I um, these things can come out very easily, the hoops. So I got it out and I cut out a little bit. Maybe it must have been around a centimeter or so, and I cut that off and then joined it together. This what you see is the lid, the lid of I think it must have been a ginger and garlic paste bottle. So that's where I'm going to place the clock dial mechanism. Now, next, what I've done is I've all the X's and the V's. I've applied E6000. I've taken this the lid, like I told you, and took some hot glue, made a hole in there, and then I made it large so that the dial could fit through it, like so. Yeah, and I'll be placing the dial on top of it, the second and the hour and the minute hand. So far, this is how it is. It's just going to, and yeah, it was working, so I was very happy. But I had to make sure that it does not get, disrupted by the movement. So that's what I was checking over here, and it went perfectly. I mean, I did have to wiggle it a little bit here and there, but it went very smoothly, and it sat snug in the lid. So yeah, that's another recycle project. Um, After that, I let it kind of sit with the E6000 all night. I've placed these tiny green pebbles on top of it for support. And lastly, I used the skewers, the large skewers. I applied E6000 on both sides, but I also applied hot glue only for these two because they were almost not reaching. I mean, they were just reaching the inner edge of the circle. So I knew I had to strengthen that by applying something. So I applied hot glue for this so that they could just about make it over there. I let them rest all night, and next morning, well, what I did is I used the Rust-Oleum's primer, and I think it was primer and paint, flat black. And I used, yeah, this is the one. And I went in the backyard and spray painted them. Now I've given them 2 coats of black spray paint. So once the spray paint dried, I applied a coat of clear primer, and once that dried, I attached the lid with the clock dial mechanism to the center. And with that, we were ready to be framed or hung as a frame. So, yeah, I hope you like this. I cannot believe how pretty it looks. I absolutely love it. And if you found inspiration in this very simple project, please leave a comment. Let me know. Give me a like for this video. And if you have not subscribed already, please consider subscribing to my channel too. Thank you very much for visiting me today. Bye bye.